all, love was invented by guys like me to sell nylons.
Is that right?
Are you sure about it?
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
Actor Jon Hamm's blunt retort to actress Maggie Siff helps to demonstrate why so many people are mad about Mad Men. For fans of the show, the start of the final run of episodes 2 weeks from tonight will be bittersweet, as it already is for the stars of the show and for its creator. Anthony Mason has paid them a visit.
Okay, and rolling.
As the final episodes of Mad Men, the show created by Matthew Weiner, were being shot on a soundstage in Los Angeles, Jon Hamm, who plays Don Draper, was confronting the beginning of the end.
You're going to throw me out of my own company? By the time we wrap, it'll be almost a full decade that we've been working on the show, from the first day of the pilot to the last day of shooting.
Should I reschedule?
Get out.
Obviously, there's the cast, the crew, there's all the people you worked with. But you're also going to be walking away from Don Draper, this character you've created who's become part of American culture. How's it going to feel to walk away from Don Draper?
Well, I think Matt might disagree with you when you say that I created him, but I've certainly been...
He gives you a lot of credit.
I've certainly been living in his suit for a while, walking around in his shoes. It's going to be hard. It's, for better and worse, the most defining role that I've ever played.
Who is Don Draper?
Well, as I said before, I'm from the Midwest. You were taught that it's not polite to talk about yourself.
Don Draper has carried a briefcase full of secrets through the 7 seasons of Mad Men.
Good morning, Mr. Draper.
He's hidden his real name, a sketchy past, and innumerable affairs. But for 1960s America, swelling with post-war promise, Don Draper was the perfect salesman, a golden boy in Madison Avenue's golden age.
Advertising is based on one thing: happiness. And you know what happiness is? Happiness is the smell of a new car. It's freedom from fear. It's a billboard on the side of the road that screams with reassurance that whatever you're doing, it's okay.
Hamm has made Draper his own, but the AMC network was reluctant to cast him at first.
You auditioned 8 times?
And you know, it's you're just waiting to fail, basically. And it's going to be my autobiography, Waiting to Fail. But
Why did you want this part?
I'd never read anything like it. Who are you?
I'm Peggy Olson, the new girl.
It's been quite a journey for you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm certainly not the same person that I was when I started the show. I was 35 years old. I had done, some work here and there, but I've been afforded opportunities that when I graduated college with a, English degree and a theater minor, I thought, well, maybe someday I'll get 5 lines on 90210, and it's worked out a little better than that.
Why do you think people became so interested in him? Because he's not a particularly likable guy when you write it all down.
I'm puzzled by the concept of likability. There's no character that is interesting to anyone who's likable. You should watch Mary Poppins again. And cut! One more.
Weiner wrote the pilot for Mad Men 15 years ago, while he was still working as a comedy writer on the series Becker.
What happened to that first script initially?
A lot of rejection, It got rejected everywhere. I mean, every single place that exists. Hey, guess what?
It was 5 years before AMC, a network that till then had never produced a drama, finally picked it up.
When people were talking about AMC at the beginning, they're like, who are these people? And you're going to be their experiment, and they may not even really want to be an original program. And I'm like, nobody else wanted to make the show.
Yeah.
They're my heroes. This is, don't call my girlfriend ugly. She loves me.
Mad Men.
The show that no one wanted has won 15 Emmy Awards, including 4 straight for Outstanding Drama. And its influence has exceeded its audience. Its period detail sparking a renaissance of 60s design and fashion. The series has time-traveled the decade from the Nixon-Kennedy election.
Consider the product. He's young, handsome, Navy hero. Honestly, it shouldn't be too difficult to convince America Dick Nixon is a winner.
Boy, look at those pictures. Wow.
To the moon landing.
Ah, damn.
As the sideburns got longer, the bar never seemed to close, and the women fought their way up in the workplace. Jessica Perret joined the cast in the 4th season.
Did you expect your character to take off quite the way it did?
No, absolutely not. I had auditioned for a small part. It didn't have a name yet. There were no sides. There was no scenes written for her at that point.
As Megan, a receptionist, she started with just 2 words in her first episode.
Yes, Joan.
Became Don's secretary, and by the end of the season, his fiancé.
Oh, my goodness.
You got noticed.
Yes. And that, that was pretty exciting. People see me on the streets and they'll be like, oh, you're Megan Draper. And I'm like, yes, I'm I'm so mad.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And in one of Mad Men's most memorable scenes, Megan serenaded her new husband at a surprise birthday party in their apartment.
I think your Zooby Zooby Zoo moment was one of the classics.
Yes. Well, if I am known for the rest of my life for Zooby Zoo, I will be one lucky girl. I'm really proud of that, and it's one of my favorite moments on the show, and one of the favorites of my career.
Is that scary to do?
It's terrifying.
The mythical ad agency, built in Los Angeles Center Studios,
We're coming down the staircase on stage 4, which is Sterling Cooper and Partners.
has become
The
mythic.
staircase that
Do you feel any kind of great sense of responsibility in the way you end this for all the viewers who've become addicted to it?
Yes. I mean, people are going to hate it no matter what, on some level, some people, because they don't want it to end.
Yeah,
I understand
well, that's
that.
true. But I mean,
I don't have the responsibility to answer some great mystery.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, who done it,
Right.
you know?
For Weiner, who first jotted down ideas for the show back in the 90s,
Can we go back to the top anyway?
the end has been overwhelming.
I emotionally have not dealt with it yet. I'm trying to use it in my work because I can feel it creeping in.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel creeping in?
The profundity of that, of ending, at what is to this point my life's work.
Nostalgia. It's delicate, but potent.
In May, when the 92nd and final episode of Mad Men airs, the 60s will come to a close again.
This device isn't a spaceship. It's a time machine.
And for John Hamm, Don Draper will fade out, but not fade away.
How do you think you're going to feel about this character in 10 years?
I think I'll still be very grateful. These don't come along that often for anybody.
You're lucky if you get one.
You're lucky if you get one. And I fortunately happened to be at the right place in the right time with the right character and the right guy writing it. I think about it every day, and I'm thankful for it every day.
Certainly don't have perfect grammar.
Yeah.
But sloppy grammar is a slippery slope. You lose home, and maybe you gonna stop speaking good.
The whys and wherefores of who and whom.